The news tonight. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. We'll begin with security, where the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, says the days of notorious bandit leader Bello Turji and other terrorists are numbered. General Musa insists that the recent killing of Kachala Halilu Sububu, a bandit leader operating in Zamfara and other states, is another success recorded by the troops. Theophilus Darifai has details.
Kidnappings for ransom in Zamfara is still a source of concern to many. That situation has propelled this first operational visit by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, to the state. He is here to encourage troops to do more in combating the menace of insecurity. His first point of call is the Government House Gusau, where he met with Governor Lawal.
In order to enhance our security situation, we have looked at our operation and have reviewed it carefully. What we are going to do now is we are turning the operation into a theater, just like how we have in the Northeast. Let me also congratulate you on the just recent killing of that bandit leader Halilu that thought he was untouchable. People like Turji that think they're hiding, let him run and leave the country totally. But as long as he remains, he will not survive longer than necessary. The armed forces of Nigeria will do whatever it takes to ensure that we restore peace and security in Zamfara State and the Northwest in general.
For Governor Lawal, the frequent movement of bandits from one state to another is worsening insecurity, but he is committed to giving the needed support.
If we're able to take care of the security situation in Zamfara, I can assure you 70% of the challenge in terms of insecurity will be over in northern Nigeria, or rather in the north as a whole, because Zamfara has become the center where all these criminals happen. When you attack them here, they move easily to Katsina, Niger, Sokoto, or Kebbi. And when things are back to normal, they come back and continue operating in Zamfara. We are 100% behind you and your men, and we have absolute confidence that you will do what you promised.
The Chief of Defense Staff awarded an undisclosed amount to troops involved in the operation that led to the killing of the notorious bandit leader Kachala Halilu Sububu. The reward is expected to be a morale booster, with a charge on them to do more in securing the nation. Theophilus Darifai, TVC News Gusau.
And Theophilus joins me now live from Zamfara State for more updates on this story. Theophilus, there are concerns about potential reprisal attacks from the military on communities suspected of harboring bandits. What kind of assurances are these residents getting in this regard?
Yeah, with the recent successes recorded by troops, residents are beginning to become very comfortable with the security personnel, with the assurances that insecurity will be ripped out of the state anytime soon. So most communities are beginning to be very comfortable these days with the presence of military personnel, especially around the northern part of the state, Zurmi, Moriki, and other areas.
The Chief of Defense Staff stated earlier today that the days of Bello Turji and other bandits are numbered. What more do we know about the specific strategies and tactics that the military intends to employ to achieve this goal?
Yeah, though the CDS has not really revealed their plans, but all he said, they are on top of the situation, especially in Moriki, where Bello Turji operates, which is Moriki is located in Zurmi, in northern Zamfara. So he assured the people that they shouldn't pay any levy to any bandit leader, that the defense, his men are on the ground to ensure that no community is being attacked again by any bandit. So the assurances or the visit of the CDS to some extent has risen some hope to communities are bedeviled by insecurity.
Theophilus Darifai live for us in Gusau. And now to our coverage of the devastating flood disaster in Maiduguri. The World Health Organization says the impact of the recent flood disaster, which displaced many communities and left over 30 people dead, has also cut off 14 health facilities and affected some laboratories, leaving many communities without access to healthcare services. Speaking during an on-the-spot assessment of the situation, WHO country representative in Nigeria, Dr. Walter Mulumbo, says the health body has pledged its support to the Borno state government. He commended the state government for showing leadership and responding quickly to the situation, adding that there is a coordinated response to the crisis.
The communities here need more support, so we are here to assess the need and to see how we can contribute to what the state government is already doing. And I'd like to take this opportunity to really commend the executive governor of Borno State for his leadership, and to commend my brother, the commissioner for health, for what they've done so far. They've been very fast in responding, and we came here to tell them that we are here to support them.
There are immediate needs, and there are medium-term needs, and there are long-term needs. Immediate is to provide shelter to these people and food, and immediate is to provide the healthcare services. And in the long run, we have to look at this issue: why this water, the dam, either broke down, or why we did not cope.
The Borno state government has continued to receive visitors from across the country who have come to commiserate with the people over the recent flood incident that submerged about 45% of the metropolis and Jere local council. TVC News senior reporter Jessica Fida has more.
It's day 4 of the floods that destroyed most parts of the state. As the humanitarian crisis continues, the state government continues to receive support from across the country. The Minister of Finance, Wale Edun, alongside the National Security Advisor, Nuh Ribadu, visited Maiduguri on Friday morning to commiserate with the government and people of the state over the flood disaster. According to the Finance Minister, the federal government is seriously concerned about the impact of the devastating flood and will support the state government to cushion the hardship affected residents are currently facing.
As fellow Nigerians, concerned Nigerians, as supporters, to come and encourage you, your government, and the people of Borno State. And I congratulate you on the resilience, the fortitude, the courage shown by your government and indeed the entire people of Borno State as you deal with this unexpected, unfortunate disaster.
Another visitor came into Maiduguri, founder and chief executive of Dangote Group Aliko Dangote, and donated 1 billion naira to the National Emergency Management Agency and another 1 billion to the state government to provide the needed relief and succor to victims of flood.
So the flood committee have agreed that NEMA wrote us a letter who says we are aware, but we will give, we sat down and approve 1 billion naira to work with the Borno State government. And then on top of that, Dangote Foundation also put another 500 million.
There are trucks of food items which National State government also has procured. They have already started arriving here in Borno.
Other donations are 100 million naira from the Gombe state government and truckloads of food items and medical supplies by NNPC Limited.
Partners together and see how we shall receive support from the government, and with what we have already, we shall not relent in our efforts in providing succor to the people.
The state government has assured these donations will be used judiciously to cushion the effects of the floods on people of a state. Jessica Fida.